Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Oz with Oz Mechanics, and on today's video, I got this 2016 Chevy Tahoe right behind me. So the issue with this Chevy Tahoe, customer was complaining that the battery was actually dying, and then after they did a couple of jumps and changed out the battery, it just won't turn on. So on today's video, what we're gonna try to do, we're gonna try to see if we can fix up this vehicle and give it back to the customer. All right, so let me give you a little bit backstory on this. So my customer right here, she basically said at first, it basically sounded like the battery was just dying. So she had her father-in-law come over, jumpstart the vehicle, and after he jump-started it, everything was okay. She said she drove it, everything was good, everything was powering on. And then after that, she got to work, let the car sit for a while, and then it just started acting up again. She said she had a hard time starting it. So they went again over there, tried it, no luck. So after that, the husband actually put a brand new battery, and the only thing he told me is that he just noticed that the remote was the only thing that was working. But when the vehicle came over here, nothing is working right here. And he did tell me that he did verify that this was the only thing that was working. He did tell me that the battery is only 3 days old, and this is where I'm at right now. So I was going to hook up my scan tool right here, and I have my scan tool over, but I can see that my VCI is not even communicating, is not even on. So we probably don't have any power to our DLC right here. But we don't know if something happened, we blew our fuse. So what we're going to do first and foremost, just to start off, I know it's a brand new battery, but let's go to the front of the vehicle and let's test this out, verify that everything's okay. Because like he did tell me, this was working, but I'm not getting anything. It seems like the whole vehicle is dead. So let's go to the front of the vehicle, see what we find out. Alright, so we're right here in the battery compartment. So what I want to do is just check out our voltage that we have here. Alright, let's check this out. And look at that. Alright, it is low on voltage. Let's just hook up our battery charger right now, see what we can get, see what I just want to see if we can kind of imitate what the customer was saying. So I have my Noco right here, and let's give this a try. As you can see, we still have a pretty good charge right there. Make sure that we can catch all this. Alright, as you can see right there, it's kind of fluctuating. So let's see if we can get our actual key right here. And let's see if we can copy the customer's complaint. So we have our key. Okay. I'm going to kind of go close to the door with the microphone so y'all can hear that. Alright. Now see, we can hear that. So now let's go inside the vehicle and let's see what happens. I know it's not fully charged right now, but at least we can see if the ignition's turning on or something. So let's go inside the vehicle to see what we get. Alright, so we went back inside the vehicle, and like I said, I have the Noco hooked up, so we have some battery voltage right there, and we can test this out right here. And as you can hear that, the door lock's working. But if we look at our VCI, still no power right there. We can try our horn right here, nothing. And this fuse is hot at all times, so this should be working. Let's check out our ignition. We're gonna press our ignition, and nothing there, even our radio. So the only thing that's working right here is this, and we don't have any power to our VCI right here. So our DLC connector number 16, our horn, what's going on? So let's go to our office, go onto our wiring diagram, and try to actually figure out the system and see exactly what's going on. So let's go inside and see what we find out. Alright, so let's try to figure this system out. So what we know is that we don't have a computer data line, and then as well I realized that the horn wasn't working, and that should be something that should work anytime, but our power door locks are working. So I did a little bit of investigation. I got some printouts right here. here, and here of all the systems. So I want to kind of go through it with you so you can see what I'm thinking about. So if we go to, let's start off with what's not working. So if we look at our computer data line right here, we can see that we have on our DLC, that's our connector 16, and that's going to be this fuse right here. So if we look at it's a DLC DSM fuse. So now what we want to do is go to our power distribution, and what we want to do now is find that DLC, and if I'm not mistaken, it's on page 3. So we have our DLC DSM, and if we move this and start going up, that goes to this right here. So now we have to go to page 2 of 10, number G. Here's our G, that goes to another fuse, and this fuse goes to this right here, A, 1 of 10. So now we gotta go to the first page, and here you go. Here's A, and this goes to our battery fuse block. So we have a 175 amp fuse is fuse number 2, and that's going to that. Remember, this is our computer data line. So now what I want to do now, let's check out the horn, because that's another thing that didn't work. So we can actually check out the horn, see where that's connected to. And right off the bat, check this out. Fuse 2 175A. So that's our fuse right here, which are not working. And that supplies our horn relay. And this should be hot at all times. Now what I want to do is verify what is working. And remember, our door lock is working. So if we go right here to power door lock, and what I want to find out, what is basically powering up this power door lock. So if we go right here, we can see that we have what's considered our BCM. We have a BCM 5 fuse. And if we go lower, we can see our passenger door lock switch, driver door lock switch, and those as well go into our BCM. And then we have other fuses right here, which is a BCM 6 and BCM 7, BCM 8. So now what I want to do is go back to our power distribution and see what supplies these. So if we go back right there, now let's find where this is at. Here's a BCM 5. Now let's find the 6 and 7. There we have our 6 and the 7. So if we trace this where this is coming from, this is the 6 and 7. That goes to C on page 1. And let's check this out. Where is that going to? C on page 1. That's the number 8 fuse as a 60 amp. And that's right there at the battery fuse block. So check, that's crazy right here. We have this that's not working, this one that is working. So what I want to do now, I want to go to this battery fuse block right here and see what's going on. Because on this leg right here, we have 2 systems that are not working. On this leg right here, we have a system that is working. So I want to go check that out, see what we find out. So let's go to the front of the vehicle, see what we can get. Alright, so I have been having my battery charge on here. As you can see, it's 13.76 volts. I just wanted to do that because the Noco wasn't producing that much voltage, and I still did the same test. It wouldn't do nothing. So I'm just going to shut this charger off because it is kind of noisy. The voltage will drop a little bit. But our fuse box is going to be right here. I just want to take this all out the way so we have access to it. And this battery was recently purchased, so as you can see, it can still hold a pretty decent voltage. But right now what we want to do is get to this little fuse panel right here. And check this out. I'm going to show you what shows right here. Hopefully this is not the issue. I don't know if you can see that. No pressure washing, has fuses, you know. So if we look at this, we have our fuses right here. Well, these are basically inline fuses right here, and we're gonna see what we have. Remember, this is the area that's not working. That's 175, and then we have right here fuse 5, which is 60. So what we're gonna do, let's see, 60 is actually a connector in here. So I just want to go through all these little connectors right here, see if you can see that. So on this side we can see we have voltage. Now if we go on the other side, as you can see, voltage, and I'm gonna go down the line, voltage, down the line, voltage, down the line, voltage, down the line. Oh, and that's our 175 right here. So check this out, this is not getting anything. Let me do the rest. And to check our 60 out back here, just gonna get this, because we can't really put our alligator clip. We're gonna just kind of touch right here. As you can see, voltage, voltage, voltage. So let me get you a little bit closer so you can see where I'm at. As you can see, it says 175, and that's the one right there. This is that fuse 2, 175. So we're gonna have both of them right here. As you can see, I'm gonna touch here, and look at that, nada. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. Like I said, customer was stating that they went ahead, jump start the vehicle and all that. But what I want to do, I'm gonna hook up my NOCO from negative to right here, kind of jump it, and we're gonna see if we can turn on the vehicle. So let's give this a shot and let's see what happens. So let's hook you back up. And what I want to do is get this NOCO. This could be awesome, because then we're just gonna get a brand new fuse box, and then we should be a-okay. And you're probably asking, why don't you put it on this next one? But this is only rated for 125, and the one that we have it on is 175. So, you know, before I get any comments on that, that's the reason that we couldn't do that. So we're gonna turn that on. Let's verify that we're getting power now to that side. Okay, check that out. The vehicle alarm is going off. All right, cool. I just had to look for the key. All right, let's go inside the vehicle right now and check this out. Now we actually have power to our VCI right here, and let's see if now we can get ignition. Oh, there you go. Now I want to see if we can turn this vehicle on right here. Kabam, there you go. So that is it. Like I said, I really don't know what busted that fuse, but the customer did state that after they had it jump started a couple of times, something about changing out the battery, and then they couldn't get it started. Who knows if they got it shorted while they're moving the battery and it shorted something out in that fuse block, but we found the issue right there. So there you go. This is the problem. So we're going to be changing out this little fuse block, and then we're going to do some other tests to verify everything's okay. I'm going to test drive the vehicle before I give it back to the customer. So there you go. If you do like this video, please put a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell to get out brand new videos coming out from Miles Mechanics. I'm happy. Woohoo! Check that out, baby. Goodbye, y'all have a nice day. Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Oz with Oz Mechanics, and on today's video I got this 2016 Tahoe. Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Oz with Oz Mechanics, and on today's video I got this Hey, a couple of jump starts. The vehicle when I actually turned, what did I just say?